Hi guys. Okay, I promised you guys I would not be sitting at my desk, and my desk is sitting over there and I'm laying on the floor. And it's because I intended to have this video be a gym workout video because I'm participating in a virtual like lift off. It's my first one, but I actually found out it's not just this week, it's the entire month of February, so I'm gonna record that next week. But last night I was trying to clean up my YouTube channel a little bit, and I went down to my first ever video that I ever posted, and I was like, I don't watch my videos a lot. Once I post them, I don't know if anyone does, but so I decided that I wanted to watch it, and I watched about the first 2 minutes of it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I should do one of those reaction videos where I rewatch my first video. So I stopped watching it so that my reactions could be authentic, and I decided that I was going to watch it back with you guys. Also, did you like my new little intro there? So yeah, if you've been around and you've been watching my page, like, you have to have seen how my videos have improved. But at the same time, there's just something about, like, I watched like the first 2 minutes of the video that I'm about to watch, and I watched like my apartment tour, which was my second video, and I just miss like the rawness of my videos. Even though the quality wasn't good, and even though I know I used to move the camera around a lot, I just like that I just like captured the moment of what I was experiencing. And I hope to start doing that again. I feel like just doing vlogs around my city is so boring. So like I have like a big trip planned. I'm hoping to make vlogs on that. Like I said, I hope to start doing stuff with my job and just being able to show you guys. Like, I feel like the talking videos get really old, and I don't want this to turn into that. So like, let's get into it. Okay, so I have my laptop sitting here and I have one headphone in, and I'm just gonna watch this on like, I don't know, like 2 times speed, just so that the video doesn't get too long. Well, it's only a 7-minute video. Let's watch it normal. Okay. Oh, I remember my first intro. I saw this yesterday and I was like, oh my god, my little intro.
Good morning to all my future YouTube subscribers. This is my first video on my Grenada page. It is 3 in the morning. I'm tired because I can't sleep, and I have an adrenaline high, but we're getting ready to go.
Oh man, these early morning flights, it was the same flight all the time. This was like the routine. I would leave my dad's house at like 3 a.m. to get on my 5:50 a.m. flight to Miami, and then that one flight from Miami was how I got to SGU or Grenada every year.
Backpack carrier.
Every semester.
And we're ready. I'm tired.
Say hi, Dad. You know I'm making my little documentary video of going down here. My dad and stepmom flew me down there the first time. Oh my god, Toulouse was out in the airport. This is like where I stopped it. He was so drugged. His eyes are so huge. I think he's scared. Oh my god, me moving this camera around. So, fun fact, I got this camera. So, you know, I got into SGU. I knew I was going to school out of the country. My parents were helping me move. My dad and stepmom flew me down here. Like, all this, like, thing after thing that we had to pay. So I wanted a camera for these vlogs, but I was afraid to ask for like an actual GoPro, and so I got this Amazon version that I did reviews and it said it was great, but it was not great, and I eventually did get a GoPro. We're like finally ready for it. For you guys who watch my videos,
We're still pretty high up though.
in the beginning, y'all are real troopers, because the quality, the video, not even just the video, just the audio is horrible. Gotta start somewhere. Oh my god.
You can kind of see it now, but not really. It's like blending in with the clouds.
It was just so pretty flying in on the island.
We're almost here. Toulouse is crying. We're getting really close to the water. I was hoping we'd fly in over the land like we did when we came to visit, but it looks like we're just...
Toulouse used to hate like takeoff and landings. I think just because of like the sound of the engines and stuff. The sound of this camera is killing me. Okay, we're landing. Everyone's seen a plane land before.
Toulouse, we're here. Yes, we landed.
And Toulouse was only a year old. Like, he had just turned 1. This was August, and he had just turned 1 in like June. Now Toulouse is about to be 6 this year.
I slept the entire way.
This wasn't the first time I had deboarded a plane on the tarmac, but it was like the beginning stages because I had got to visit Grenada. And I don't know, I always thought this was so cool and I really liked it. Because, I don't know, when you deboard a plane on the tarmac, usually the airport is small, so you're like in and out. I guess that can also be bad because like this is a huge airline, so then it took forever to get out of customs, but.
So we're following my new landlord.
So I had a Chinese landlord in Grenada. Everyone knew him as like the Chinese man on the island. Like everyone knew him, but yeah.
But he's Chinese.
So SGU, like if you weren't staying on campus, they would pay for you a taxi to your house off campus if it was your first semester. And I had no idea how to tell my taxi to get to where I was going because there were no addresses down there. And I wasn't going to my apartment. I was going to my landlord's apartment, which was down the hill and across the street from my apartment. This was just a whole ordeal. But at this point, I remember we were following them. And we were like, what's going on? Then this hill, I remember when I found this housing, it said, it's a very steep hill, it's walkable, but it's probably better if you have a car. And I was like, people are lazy. This hill was so huge, and when we were driving up it, I was like, oh, I've made a very, very big mistake. Taxi driver was like, it's a nice view.
I was aware, but I don't know if this is the walk I made.
Yep, it was the walk I was gonna make.
The way that she has to come back down to the street.
Aside from the horrible quality, like we're driving into the sun right now. Like we're just going straight up.
You got a beautiful view though. Look at that.
Oh, look at the view. Oh my god.
My dad always hyped my apartment. I loved my view. Like a lot of people would have stayed here and moved away, but I stayed here the whole time. And I really did like the view, but my dad always said that was the best part of this apartment.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my landlord. Mr. Chu. Oh, I can't even hear anything because the cameras make so much noise. I have so many pictures from that exact angle. Like, I loved my view.
So is that the way I'll have to walk to the bus? Down this street? Okay.
This was my apartment, guys. It was very basic, and there's like a whole video if you want to see it, but I'm not going to show that in this video. It was very hot in there. There was only AC in the one room. I basically had a 2-bedroom apartment, but he was only renting out the one room to me. And yeah, I had a 2-bedroom apartment that I was paying for the price of one. Yeah, I got rid of all that stuff. I guess the last person who had moved out, there was a random binder on the floor. I miss my apartment.
Oh, you have to plug the fridge up.
And then we had to clean. We cleaned that whole apartment. It was so dirty. We cleaned the whole apartment. We went grocery shopping and everything. But it was my place. It was so much spacious than what most students had.
Hi, guys. After a long day of moving to a different country, it's finally over. And I'm tired. I'm staying at the hotel.
Yeah, I stayed with my dad and
with my dad and Miss Rochelle. Tonight, Toulouse is like totally fine. If you're wondering where my cat is. My room is air conditioned and I set him up and he has no loyalties anyways. I could leave him and he wouldn't think twice about it. But so yeah, I'll probably make the next video about my first day of school. I'm really tired if you can't see it in my face. And yeah, keep watching for all my life in Grenada.
Wow. I feel like that ending was so corny, but it's like literally so accurate because that literally was the beginning of my YouTube. And if you don't know, and I'm going to end this because I don't want this to get too long, but if you didn't know, I started my YouTube for my friends and family to watch. Like in my head, when I went to Grenada, I was like, everyone's going to be asking for pictures and videos all the time. And I can't send the same picture and video to like 30 people or more. So I was like, I'm going to make this YouTube where I can like showcase little things and people can follow. But then more people started following. Grenadians started following me and giving me recommendations around the island. People who were interested in SGU started reaching out to me. Even people who are interested in like moving to Grenada. And I was like, bro, I don't know how to help you with citizenship. And And it just kept growing. And that's how like my page came to be. And my second video was not my first day of school. It was actually an apartment tour. But that's just so funny. Yeah, the first day I moved in, I remember like my dad was like, why don't you stay in your new apartment? But it was just kind of like, it's my first time away from home. I really don't want to be away from them. And I knew they were about to leave. So I stayed with them, I think, the first night. And then the second night I stayed in my apartment and met back up with them. And then they left. But wow. So yeah, that was my first video. Like, I can't believe it. Like that video was literally from 4 years ago, and it has 6,000 views, which is not like one of my most popular videos, but it's just so interesting to see how far it's come. And I don't know. I've never been one that cared about the views and everything, and I'll probably keep making these videos. Now I want to go back and rewatch like all my old videos, but I don't know. If y'all want to see something else like this, like maybe I'll like skim through my top 10 or like, I don't know, some random video, but I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And if this is your first time finding my channel, you should definitely go back and watch some of those old ones, because honestly, the older ones are the good ones. That was like in my prime of YouTube making. But anyways, until next time, hopefully my next video will be that liftoff, and I'll have a new YouTube intro on my page, because that's my next thing to do, but I won't make that an official video. But yeah, so keep watching. Hopefully I'll be back to 4 years ago Brittany, and yeah.